Ooh, what y'all think of those? Watched the eclipse with these on, and it went very well. I can just barely see the light bulbs, these two lights in front of me with these on. If I squint really hard, actually, I don't think squinting has anything to do with it. But anyways, let's open another package. This package is from the Calderons. I think there's like an accent over the O, so I'm probably not pronouncing it right. Look at that. Did you see the little guy? Look. It's a hamster wearing a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. And there's also a letter. And it looks like some sort of coffee or tea or something that's supposed to go in a warm beverage. And packing peanuts. A lot of these sewn in at no extra charge. Really appreciate. I love these things. Let me look at this letter first. Good day, sir. We wanted to send you a little something to show our appreciation for your entertaining videos. We love watching your videos together. We have noticed you like your coffee. I do like my coffee. So we made you something and included something to drink as well. We hope you enjoy it. We really hope you will do our favorite infamous Peter Draws unveiling. Is it infamous? Have a glorious day. Sincerely, Josh and Bree Calderon. Thank you. As before, actually, it is the beginning of the day, or halfway through the beginning of the half. I think this coffee is from Lebanon, actually. I'm gonna go put this Lebanese coffee in my coffee maker right now, and let's see what it tastes like. The outside of it doesn't smell like anything. These things never open right. That always happens to me. Maybe the most frustrating thing ever. When coffee opens like this. How is this supposed to happen? Was I supposed to like cut it open? This is very finely ground, by the way. I think I'm supposed to boil this coffee in a pot. Yeah, look, it says I'm supposed to boil it. I'm not gonna boil it. It's too much work. I'm just gonna put it in the coffee filter, like I always do, see what happens. The only reason I ever actually make coffee is because it's simple and easy. Come on, get in there. I opened it up such a bad way. All right, well, it's in there now. That's a lot of coffee, I think. See what happens. Now I gotta go clean up the kitchen just a little bit, not too much. You never want to clean up the kitchen too much because then you can't feel like you can get messy in there if it's too neat. It has to be a little bit messy in here so you can get messy. All right. It's done. Looks like coffee. Smells like coffee. All right, let's take a sip of this Lebanese coffee. See where it's at. Whoop-pow, whoop-pow. I think maybe I didn't get all the soap out of the toilet bowl when I washed it. It's maybe I didn't make it strong enough. It's like maybe it's an acquired taste or something. I mean, it's drinkable. It's definitely drinkable. That it is. The one thing about this toilet bowl mug is that you got to make sure the tank doesn't hit you in the face when you're taking a big, deep drink. I'm gonna take another sip later and see how it hits me. It's definitely different. I don't want to jump to any conclusions. All right, but let's see what's in this box. Let's see what's in here. Where's my knife? There's that little guy again for you. Look at him go. Oh my goodness, I think this is a mug and I should have made that coffee in this mug and then it maybe would have tasted better. Now that's a big mug. I mean, this one holds a lot of more coffee than you think it does just because it's so deep and wide. But this one, look, there's even spots all inside of it. This one looks like it's handmade. Look, it says Peter and has a triangle on the bottom. I do like triangles, you see. My only tattoo is a little triangle tat on my thumb. So they know what I'm all about. Thank you. Definitely handmade, customized. That's like half a pot of coffee in one mug right there. I think I just made the coffee wrong. I think I'm going to maybe I really just need to follow the instructions on the bag of coffee. And then I can't fully pass full judgment. I can't pass full judgment about the coffee if I didn't follow the instructions on it. Let's try it. Also, I think I might be tasting the soap from when I washed out the toilet bowl. Actually, I think look, I don't know what to do. Look, it says in a coffee pot, bring 2 cups of water to a boil, set pot aside, add 2.5 teaspoons. TSP, is that teaspoons? Teaspoons of tazah, ground coffee, stir, return to stovetop, etc., etc. But look, first of all, I don't have a coffee pot that I can put on a stovetop. I think if I try to boil water in this coffee pot, like it'll start melting and stuff, like it's got like this plastic handle. I don't want to boil water in this. And also, I don't have a teaspoon thing. I don't know how much a teaspoon is, or a tablespoon. I cook hot dogs. I don't do like coffee chemistry. I don't know, let's go draw something. I'm gonna come back to this later though. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna think about it in the shower. It's where I do a lot of really good thinking. And I'm gonna look at stuff next time I'm in the right aisle of the grocery store. I will look at things pertaining to things I can cook. I can concoct coffee in, all right? It's not over. I haven't lost. We'll come back to this in another video. We will, okay? All right, this video is going a little off the rails, but now I will show, look, someone named Naomi from Korea, I think, sent me all this stuff. Like, look, there's a bunch of like letters. I don't know if these were all written at the same time, like some art. Naomi, thank you so much. And like a bunch of like candy, like lollipops, like what, Chupa Chups and stuff, trolley stuff, spicy somethings, and a handmade Peter draws. I think this could be like a nice pencil, like art supplies cup. Anyways, thank you, Naomi. And there's In here, there's some little canvas panels, which I think we can draw on these today, or paint on them, because one of these pieces of paper says, when you have the time, could you demonstrate the best medium/techniques to use on these canvas panels? Just on one of these panels. One is for you to do whatever your heart desires on it. I don't know what the other one is for. Maybe it says on one of these pieces of paper. Bought a pack of these and have been unsuccessful with Sharpie, as well as Faber-Castell gelatos. Love the idea, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, but yeah, let's go crazy on one of these canvas panels, shall we? I think we should. Personally, I like using paint. So I think we should try that and see what happens. I don't know, I don't have too many plans. Let's just start something. Anyways, first of all, I just want to say thank you once again to Naomi and the Calderons for sending these packages, and to all the other people that send me packages. And sometimes I just take a really long time to get to things, like opening them. They sit around unopened, which is really weird, because I remember a time in my life when I would get a package and I would rip it open immediately. But those were usually things that I ordered for myself, so I knew what was in it. And also, I didn't feel like I needed to open it in a video, which makes it a little bit more laborious. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. I'm just trying to explain why, if maybe you're one of these wonderful people who have sent me a package, why I maybe didn't open it right away. Like, I think maybe Naomi sent me this package like at the beginning of July, perhaps, and now we're at the end of August. Is it? Wait, is it end of August? But anyways, thank you so much. And it's so cool. Like, this candy, like all this candy, I'm gonna rot the teeth right out of my skull. It's going to be great, but I'm pretty sure I can still draw. I can still make art without teeth in my head. I dream of a day when I feel like this whole teeth thing, the whole dentistry thing, it's just, it's kind of a big scam, and we should be able to switch straight to dentures. I understand that right now dentures are a huge pain, and they're probably painful and a pain to take care of. But I feel like having these weird things in our head that start rotting, and we gotta, get cavities and drill holes in them, and, squish, like fillings into them. And I don't know, it doesn't seem right with the technology we have. I feel like when we're young, as soon as we get our like adult teeth in, we should be drilling them right out of our head and drilling in some sort of synthetic material that lasts forever until we die. Just drill it right into our jaws, and then we don't have to worry about our teeth anymore. And we can just kind of, we can gargle sugar water all day, every day if we wanted to, and nothing bad would happen. Anyways, talk about this paint a little bit. A lot of the times in the past, the recent past, when I've been messing around with acrylic paint, I've been using just palette knives to paint with. And today I used paintbrushes, which is a little bit different. The main thing I noticed about paintbrushes, as opposed to palette knives, is that the paintbrushes, they mix up the paint a lot faster. The fun thing about palette knives is you can kind of get a lot of like not natural, but like a lot of like cool swirls and squishes in the paint. But the paintbrushes, they mix it up and it gets kind of muddier faster. You gotta be, I don't know, I'm very much a beginner to all of this painting stuff, but you just gotta be careful. It's just different, which is to be expected because it's a different tool. But I'm using very cheap brushes here. I call them penny brushes. They're probably not really a penny, but they're not, they're very cheap, like probably brushes you would buy for like kindergartners to do crafts with. They're not nice brushes at all, and you don't need nice brushes, but sometime in the future I probably would like to buy nice brushes just to see if I can tell the difference, to see if I can, notice a difference. Because sometimes you can tell. And I feel like sometimes with those really nice art supplies, maybe you wouldn't be able to tell a difference in the, the execution of the art until you get to a certain level. And I don't know if I'm there. I don't think I'm there yet. But maybe I would. Sometimes with those nice art supplies, it just comes to like spoiling yourself. So, and sometimes when you get nice art supplies, it's just Like you're like, maybe if I get these nice art supplies, I'll be more motivated to keep making the art, because you're like, in the back of your mind, you're like, maybe I should paint again. I have those nice brushes after all. But anyways, I did two paintings here. She sent the two canvas boards. I wasn't entirely sure what Naomi was saying. She probably wrote like 5,000 words worth of stuff to me. I haven't read it all yet. There are a few questionnaires, like on a few of these cards. There's questions. Maybe I'll answer some of these in future videos. I'm not sure. Some of them are pretty interesting. But basically, on the first one, I do maintain this is probably kind of a weird, snooty, snotty, dumb artist sort of thing to say. But I do maintain that all of my pieces, my drawings, my paintings, and everything like that are self-portraits, right? I like saying that. That's kind of just a way to amuse myself, but I do like saying that because it's putting a bit of yourself, it's a reflection of yourself onto the paper, onto the canvas, right? But one of these, the second one, does look a little bit more like me. I admit that, and I was thinking about what I look like physically, representationally, a little bit more when I did the second one. Although I wasn't actually looking like at a picture of myself or anything. It probably would have looked a little bit more accurate if I had been looking in a mirror or at a picture of myself. But I had a good time doing both of them, and I would do it again. Maybe I would actually enjoy doing one of these more representationalistically. One like the second one on a bigger canvas someday, and also actually look at myself in a mirror or a picture of myself sometime. It was fun. I had a good time, and I would recommend this to anyone. Use some acrylic paints. I was only using the 3 colors, red, yellow, blue. Excuse me. I think those are those primary colors, and then white and black for making things lighter or darker, and it's pretty straightforward. You just can kind of mix things around. I just had like some wax paper on like a board, and squishy. You can do it. Anyways, all right. Everyone, hope you all have a good day. All right, goodbye. Smells like chips. These are good. These are real good. Yes! That's disgusting.